Hey, here's a bunch of gaming stuff I got yesterday while I was at the Kearney. But to be honest, I didn't really buy a lot of this. I mean, I do have money. I did buy some, and I have about $176 invested in what I spent yesterday on this stuff. But a lot of it was trades and drop-offs, and that's why I didn't really get it at the flea market. But I got it while I was at the flea market. And you know what I'll do? I'm going to start with. I'll start with something that was a drop-off. Someone talked to him online, and he had some games for me, and he wanted to sell them to me. And we negotiated a price where I could kind of double my money in general. I gave him 20. I think I paid 85 for what you see here. And I don't think it includes this stuff, but just right here, and I'll go through what that was. And like I said, kind of double my money. Like I gave him 20 for this, if I remember correctly. And basically, it's a complete and working Super Nintendo. Now, I only sell them for $30 at the flea markets, but I like having them. So sometimes, if they're nice and clean and working well and complete, I'll pay more just to make somebody happy. Included with what he brought me was a Mario Paint, and again, that's complete. But unfortunately, I don't think this sells for much on eBay. I think maybe it sells for 15, so I guess I gave him 7 or something like that. And then we did some games. I think I gave him like 2 apiece. Well, I might have given him 1 for Super Scope, and I don't even, it was like, here's $1, I'll never sell it. But then there's like Donkey Kong Country. I think I can get, if the battery saves, I can get 15 to maybe like 15. And I think I gave him 5 to 7. I don't remember exactly. Then I bought a Pitfall and a Punch-Out. I probably paid 2 apiece for these, and I don't really know. I don't think they're worth more than like 5 or something. So, and same with the Super Game Boy. I get these, but nobody really buys them, from me at the flea market. But I think I paid 2 again for that. And then I got some miscellaneous games. I'm not even sure I got this game from them, but I think I paid like 2 apiece for some of these Game Cubes. This one, I think I gave him 10 because it's a Mario Kart, and I'll sell that for near 20. And then I think I paid 5 apiece for Borderlands 2 and Dragon Ball Z, and I think I paid 5 for this one too. I mean, you can do the math if it adds up to 85. I don't really know anymore. And then I was going to give him 5 apiece for these loose games, but they're not with the original artwork, and it makes it harder for me to sell, And I mean, here you can see this one's here, priced at $5.99. So if I pay 5, what am I going to sell for? So I want to give them 3 apiece, and I'll probably get maybe 7 or 8 for those. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I'll just do some more trade. No, actually, I'll do more that I bought. Okay. There was a woman at the flea market, and basically got a bunch of girly games. Oops. The kid that works for me got it first, right? So he bought the Zelda and some other game. No, that was trades. Well, he bought this Zelda and some other game. I'm not sure what it is right now. Let me just. Oh, Spyro. And I don't think Spyro's worth that much. So I think I gave him 3. Because I think I could sell it for 7, anywhere from 5 to 10. I'm not really sure. But the Zelda, I gave him 15 because I should get at the very least 25 for this. So that I bought from him, and then he showed me where the lady was, and the lady was actually only selling the games for $2 or $3 or sometimes $1. So I bought games like Kung Fu Panda, and that I can sell from 5 to 7 maybe, and ones like this, Imagine Fashion Designer, $2, I can sell 5 to 7, unless it's worth more on eBay or Amazon, which I'm not sure. Energy, Jim Rockets, Little Chicken, Nacho Libre. I'm curious what this game is like. I'm sure it can't hold much value, but the movie was funny as hell. And then I bought a Dora. Sometimes the Dora games are worth more, so that might be something I can put on Amazon. Now, then I also, I bought this one too. I bought the Muppets Party Cruise, and yeah, and then I bought these Wii's for 2, or I think I paid 2 for 5. So I tried Dewey's Adventure, and I tried Disney Princess, because I do get little kids coming by for me too. Jackass the game, I might have paid $1 or 2 because, again, I'm curious. I've never had that game, and I'm like, wonder what it's like. And then I did some trades. and I don't know if I traded for these, but I had some movies and some other stuff, again, for the person that works for me. And we traded things like Zelda, and it was kind of a fair trade. I had bought the Joe Namath signature, and I kind of traded this, and even though it's worth more, I didn't really care. It's not my thing. And I traded for the Pokemon, which I'll make some money on, and the Zelda, and this, like what I would pay, and the Zelda Twilight Princess. I don't think this is worth too much. It might be only worth like 15 or... I think it's worth less than 20, and this, of course, saving, that's a solid 20. I might just throw it on Amazon, because it'll be a quicker sale. I won't have to wait till the weekend. And Zelda, I'm not sure. I think it's like an $8 to $12 game, that particular one. And then this is probably like a $4 to $4 game. And here's a memory card. I'll sell this eventually. I don't know if I traded or got that. And I probably traded these games for like $2. Like, I probably traded the games for a couple of DVDs or something like that. And then and here, this was in Winnie the Pooh. So I think I gave him like $10 in trade or $12 in trade for this, because I'll sell this for like $15. So that was a trade. So far I've gone through some purchases, some trades. This was, oh, you know what, that blue memory card, that came from this purchase. This was $20, and I don't really know if it works. I bought it from another vendor I know, and he had games and stuff yesterday, but he was at the Meadowlands, and I haven't been going to the Meadowlands. I've been hitting yard sales. But for $20, I got an Xbox, and it looks like it's complete with 3 controllers. I don't know if they're working, but whatever. So it's fine. I can sell the system, a game, or 2 games with 1 controller. Okay, so the memory card has 1 memory card in it, which is fine. I can sell the memory cards for, maybe I can sell the case to someone who's a hardcore collector. I give it to my friend. I'll just maybe take the memory card out. I'm sure it's not worth that much. 2x. I guess there should be 3. Whatever. That was part of it. $20, an easy 35 here. The controllers I can sell for another 4 or 5 a piece. I believe these are things that I bought. I think I paid... There was something with this. I mean, the can's all dented and stuff, but there was something wrong with this, so I wound up getting this for $3. Oops, which I think... I'm like clumsy today. I think that's a pretty good deal. The discs are in there. Okay, I can't get it open now, so whatever. They're in there. They might have been a little scuffed up. That's why I might have paid. You know, sometimes you get that scratch and you're just not sure. Then I think I paid $5 a piece for these. I might have, you know, it's like I can't remember. You know, and again, here it is, pre-owned, $6.29. So I figured if I paid $5 a piece for this one, this one's probably more valuable. I can sell it for $12. And, this one I'll probably get like 7 or 8, and this one probably 8 to 10. So I'm not going to make a lot of money on it. But again, I don't really have a lot of PS3 games, so I like getting them. So this is more stuff I bought. Here's some more stuff, some more things that they were drop-offs, but they were bought for me by a friend. Tetris 2, I believe that's common, you know, and I paid $2.95 for it. I'll probably sell it for $4. If I'm lucky, maybe $5. Maybe I can price it at $8. This I can probably price at $8, and I kind of average it out. I can probably price this at $8 and sell it for $5. So I paid this, but I'm actually low on Super Nintendo games that are just going. Pack Attack, I'm not really sure. You know, I paid $2.95. I figured, let's see what it's worth. And here's one I paid $2.95. So basically, for the 4, I paid $12. This one, this will pay for the rest, and so it's kind of a double my money. It was just filler, and I mean, I could have just bought this and just made all the money here, and these would have been tighter. But I'm not sure about this, so I figured, why the hell not? I'll give it a chance. Then I did some trading with someone. I hold stuff from. And we trade back and forth, and I saw him yesterday. Now I'm not even sure if I trade. Oh no, actually I traded some of this. Okay, I'm not sure if I traded this pile or a combination of what's in this pile with another person. Nope, this. No, I recognize those G's. Okay, maybe not. Maybe this too. But a friend of mine helps me out, so he wanted some games I had. He traded me basically an equivalent amount of games, value-wise. Where I'll be able to get the money that I was going to get for the games that he wanted, and which is fine with me because he's a good friend. He does a lot of favors for me. Good guy around the way. All right, now then I think this is what I was talking about. I traded with someone else, and basically he wants games. He's happy with games that sell in the $10 range or something like that to put on Amazon, and he doesn't want to do systems on Amazon. It's too annoying. People trash it if there's minutest little. Um, Here's a word I'm having trouble with the teeniest little flaw. So he decided just to do games on Amazon, which is what I would do too. And to be honest, I can sell, again, a system like this for $35 with 1 or 2 games. So I traded them, say, 9 commons. And when I say common, a common is a game I sell for $4, 3 for 10. So basically I traded them like $3 for the system, and it looks complete. And then I must have traded them something for the controllers too. I must have traded them like a common a piece for each controller, because that would be $4. I generally get $4 for controllers. You know, sometimes I can get 5, but mostly I get 4. I go, oh, 5 by itself, I throw it in for 4. Sometimes I even throw it in for 3, just to seal a deal. But anyway, so I say non-commons. I have to add a common. To me, that's like $34, $35. Pretty much an even trade. I don't really know how I got this. There must have been something he gave me with a few things to say, well, just take these things and I'll get that. And then he traded me a Sega Genesis, which is basically complete. It looks pretty clean. Problem is it's missing the AV, but that's not a problem because I have an AV from a Super Nintendo over there. I'm sorry, the original NES, and it also works for Super Nintendo AV, which I can just plug right in and it works fine. It'll take care of that. Then I got it looks like a complete Nintendo, which it looks complete, and it's an N64. I imagine I traded him like 8 or 9 commons for this, because I sell these for $30 with a game. But again, I'm happy to get them, so what I'll get the commons $30, or I'll get this, and usually the people buy the systems and then buy a game with it. So I don't really have a problem trading for that. And then I traded him some smaller items like memory card. I got a feeling I traded him like he wanted a white PS1 memory card, so he traded me this PS2 memory card, which I sell for $4 to $5. And then this must have been like maybe a little bundle trade there for a game or two that he wanted and I didn't want, and it's probably something like this. Actually might have come with that. Here's some things he traded me again for games that he wanted that I don't care if he traded. And to be honest, I like getting newer system games sometimes rather than the old ones. But he traded me a 30 Days of Night DVD, a Pac-Man World 2 for PS2, a Gears of War, a SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs, which doesn't really sell well, but it'll sell eventually, or it'll be part of a deal. G.I. Joe: The Rise of the Cobra DVD, a Blu-ray, a Rush Hour 3. Then I guess I got some Star Wars games from him. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. You know, this is probably a solid $8 to $10 game, so I probably traded him 2 commons for that, which to me would be $7 or something like that. Time Shift, I'm not familiar. It's probably not a very valuable game, but again, if I trade 2 commons, that's like $7. Normally, the least I get for these are $6 or $7, and the least I get for my commons is $6 or $7 anyway. Bulletstorm Epic Edition is probably a fun game to play. I'm sure it's not worth that much. Medal of Honor Limited Edition, there's probably a billion of these out there, so it's probably only worth on Amazon $7 or whatever, but that's fine. I don't care. Oh, and also I got the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. So like all of this was trades. Oh, and I forgot these 2. I think I talked about these. Like I think I traded these for 3 commons, which to me equals $10. And basically these are aftermarket GameCube, so they're harder to sell, and usually I'll just put them out and sell them for somebody that's desperate for a GameCube so they can play on their Wii. So if I sell it for $4, that's $8. And you know, you can get these at $5 below sometimes. And then he traded this weird dirty one, so I was like, nah, if the most I'd pay for something like this would be $2. The most, or value, I would consider that, and again, I'll sell it for $4 or whatever. So say $10 for me, that's $10, and what I'll sell these as around $10 to $12 at most. Now, like I said, oh, this was part of this. He had a PS2 Slim, and it looks complete without a controller. So I do have controllers, and I guess I traded that for about maybe 8 or 9 commons. You know, I have to make up the controller, and I mean I have some around, but sometimes, you know, one thing doesn't work and it's trash. But anyway, that covers pretty much everything I got yesterday, and yeah, that's it. I forgot one other purchase I made. Well, actually, this is the only non-game related item I got yesterday, and it's Countess Maritza White Mist toilet water. I think I paid $5 for it. and I'm hoping it's worth at least 20. But I mean, ones like that could be. And then this is the one item I missed, and I'll just put two videos together and put this in. GameCube paid $10, and which is fine because they generally don't sell that well or quickly. And it came with a Medal of Honor Frontline, which would be a common, an NFL 2K3, which would be one that I probably will just give to my friend to lot on eBay because they're impossible for me to sell and I don't care about them. And I got a SpongeBob SquarePants Refreshed Flying Dutchman, which would be a fun game for kids, and I would consider that a common. So basically, on this deal, eventually I'll make 25 for that, and say one of these games, maybe two of the games, and an extra $4. So for my $10, eventually I'll make 30.